So to get started, I'm going to go in with a concealer. This is MAC's NW25 Mineralize Concealer, and I love using this as just a one-step process to even out my face and skin tone. So I apply this always underneath the eyes. And I'm about to go a little crazy with this stuff. I put it around my nose, a few streaks here on my forehead, and this just helps even out my whole skin tone. And since it is a mineralized product, it's going to give that kind of skin-like healthy glow, and it just helps even me out really quickly without doing any foundation. I'm just using my Sigma flat top brush here just to blend it out and make it look really even and smooth. I even cover the eyelids a little bit to even out any discoloration. But this is my favorite concealer to use in the morning when I want to just head out the door really quickly and not take the time to do all my foundation. So I just put it on certain spots and then just make sure it's all very blended. Now that we have an evened out skin tone, what I've noticed when I try to get a glamorous look in a short amount of time, when I'm rushing to go out because I've been watching TV too long, I always go into brows. I think defined brows really can help frame the face and just makes a difference in your glamorous look. So I never leave the house now without defining my brows, and I am going to go in with the color Cork. It's just a shade a little bit lighter than my brows, but I like the natural coloring it gives to my eyebrows. It's just enough to give them the definition that they need. So I use a 266 angle brush, and I just quickly fill in any of the sparse areas of my natural brow, and I'm just working with my natural shape and doing short little hair-like strokes. And then towards the front, I always put whatever's left on my brush. And you want to just make sure you go back and forth because it's really hard to make them symmetrical. I know brows are probably my biggest challenge. So, but they really make a difference when you fill them in, and I feel like a whole new person. So now we have some defined brows going on, and if I do some eyebrow raises that night, the people will notice and they will look good. I want to say the theme of this video is definition. Since this is for the sake of time and we want to look good, we want to define just the certain features on our face to really make them pop and to be out the door. So the next thing I'm going to define, now that I have my brows done, is my eyeliner. So I'm going to go in with, I like using a pencil. It takes the least amount of time rather than a liquid liner or a gel liner. And this one is Engraved by MAC. It's a waterproof PowerPoint eye pencil. So I like that it's waterproof, so it's not going to move throughout the night. If you tend to sweat, if you're going to dance, if you're going to cry, then it's not going to go anywhere. I like it because it is a very inky black. So what I'm going to do is create a fairly thick line on both . I'm going to start somewhat thin towards the inner, and I actually like to open my eye to see how high I'm creating the line. I always have it a little bit thicker on the outside of the eye. Now what I'm going to do is take that 266 brush I used on my brows and just smooth out the line a little bit, because it is a pencil, so it might be a little bit jagged. But a brush can just go in and fix that for you and kind of just perfect it while it is still a little bit creamy. The texture of my eyelids are a little jagged, so I do always have to do this, unfortunately, but it doesn't take too long. So the eyes are almost done, but I want to add some more volume to them, and the best way to do that is by going in with some false lashes. And you just want to grab some that are very voluminous. These are the Red Cherry 747 larges, and I love these because they crisscross a little bit to give them a natural, more natural wispy look, but they're going to give so much volume and make a huge difference in your look. So I always use tweezers to help me out because I have naturally really shaky hands. So I don't really trust myself. Tweezers, it makes it easier. And I just place them on the center of the lashes like that. Then I pinch the corner of the eye just to press that down. You want to lock the corners in. It's going to go right on top of that black liner, which is going to help disguise the glue when it dries clear. While that glue is drying, I want to give a little more definition to my face. So I'm going to use one more face product. This is Physicians Formula Bronze Booster, and it has a nice shimmer to it too. So it's kind of like a highlighter and bronzer all in one. So I'm just going to dust this kind of just to bring out my features on the cheeks, down the sides of the nose. And it's a really light powder, so I can apply it directly on top of that concealer without getting any weird sort of brown spots. It'll just kind of lightly dust onto my skin and give me a little bit of color and warmth that I want and need before I go in with my lip product. So last but not least, this is the fun part, and you can get creative with whatever lip color you want, but I'm gonna go bold, and I am having a hard time deciding between the two of these, but I wanted to show you guys what they are, and it's the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable lip balm stains, and they're amazing. I highly recommend them. I'm willing to do a full-on review if you guys want, but I know there's a lot out there, and I feel kind of funny because I just have two, but I'm planning on getting more. I really want the orange one, and then I think honey is the other one that I really want. But anyways, so I'm going to go in with this one today, this fun red color. This is Romantic number 45. The way you apply these, I usually like to just go in the center and apply like a sheer coat all over first. And just fill in the lips, and just make sure you go kind of slowly on your lip line because the tip is a little bit thicker, so it's harder to get the precision you want. What I like about these, if you're going out, it's going to give a little bit of a shine, but it's going to stay put, and they feel really moisturizing, and you kind of forget that you have a really bold lip on, which I like. I don't like knowing or feeling the lipstick kind of sitting on my lips, so these are a great kind of compromise for that. Minus the talking, unless you talk to yourself in the mirror when you get ready. Then this is a really quick and easy way to head out the door at night if you're trying to rush and have a glamorous look. Overall, when you're in a rush to go out, just focus on defining the certain features on your face. That's the eyes with the eyeliner and the lashes, nice bold lip, healthy glowy looking skin, just quick 2 products for all over the skin, and then pick the most absurd looking earrings, costume jewelry in your collection. You are good to go, you're out the door, and I hope you guys found this makeup tutorial helpful, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. I hope you're all having a great day, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye!